By nature, I'm a nurturer, but even Mother Earth needs to be replenished. But you, move on with the wind after you finish. Spark the flame you never cared to extinguish. Chaos from the fires that you ignite. Destroying trees from seeds that you planted. Choked and engulfed by the smoke, I take responsibility. Yes, I invite. But you wanted sunshine that somehow weren't even available to cast a shadow. I couldn't enjoy the breeze because you refused to slow or even roll down the window. So I took a pause to hear the birds sing, and instead I heard a random hello. And his hello turned into him inviting me to see the universe, reminding me that I could be free if I just use my tears to water and heal where it hurts. And that I've always been whole, just a beautiful part of me needed to be refurbished. I heard this understanding shift across the room. Because no tear I ever shed stopped me from writing these poems. And no failed relationship or lesson learned ever stopped me from growing. I'm here today knowing that maybe I'm not supposed to be. Death's been after my life since the day I was born, that's why it's still chasing after me. Could be why my pop showed up to the delivery room with a handheld trophy, so hear me when I say I was born to win. So if my light shines too bright for you, grab some shades or find some shelter then, because when the sun is shining, it never asks for permission. Listen. All I'm hearing is complaining about how my leaves fall. And when it was raining, the drops was too loud for me to hear any non-existent concern calls. And when it dried up, it was too hot for you, and now you beg for warmth when I'm cold like ice? No. You so ungrateful and naive. You selfishly take up residency while simultaneously destroying me, then look to me for rescue? How dare you? I bet you think this poem is about you, don't you? Don't you understand that the reason why I'm different, I move like a goddess? But this here isn't even about me. It's a self-empowerment message. Love yourself in whole in whatever way that you wish. And if you don't remember anything else, remember this. You are perfectly imperfect-ish. A message from Mysterious. Somewhere behind the mic, you forgot that I was human. My emotional control downplayed what you were doing. Your disrespect to my silence changed once these words were spoken. I open my mind and proudly I say, fuck you. Fuck you the short ways, because the long way may take too long, and this cat would say I got shit to do. Stop stalking my social media page. I need some space, and I just got back on Karma's good side. Censoring myself has never been anything that I've ever tried, so to be honest, after showing restraint, I really don't give a fuck if after I snap you cry. You tried to hide behind the imperfections of my humbleness. Thought that if you gave me a chance to talk that I would fumble this. Though my ink drops fast and I gave you a pass and you'll never see me crumbling. A woman of Proverbs, chapter 31 and 30. Thus far, the realest one I've ever been. My own brain just tried to take me out, so your childish stupidity really only makes me cringe. But what you don't seem to understand is access to my time, my thoughts, and my energy is a privilege. No need for revenge. Your access has been revoked. You thought that I was naive and that these eyes couldn't see, but the ice finally broke. So I wrote these words as if he was coming from my mom, and I think I smelled smoke. And trust me, you don't really want it. You wasn't careful with your words, but forgot what it felt like for me to just be honest. Now you at a loss for words like you hooked on phonics, but chronic wouldn't give toxic a penny for your thoughts. And addressing it or you really wasn't even worth the cost. So I took ink to a page and brought it to a stage and increased my value like a boss. So you did the most to call me out, so here I am, but where did you go? Running around bumping bullshit, what you thought I didn't know? I just cut the weeds and removed the dead leaves so the healthy can continue to grow. I just didn't get the memo that I had to explain this to your simple ass. I guess after all that cleaning, I forgot to take out the trash. And stepping out of character for someone like you just isn't worth dirty in my class. So as the stories remain untold, I'm just too solid to disrespect my own version of beautiful. I'm writing these poems in ink, and you want me to acknowledge the fact that you got a pencil? Keep my name out your mouth before I really get disrespectful. Scott was really good. I was created in a lab for desires and needs, but I'm real, just like you. I hurt, I heal, and I aim to please. I can even soothe your mind as you ease into sleep. It just depends on how you know me. See, in the hood, they call me by my nickname, Miss Feelgood. Bad mouthing my rep saying that I'm bad for you, but trust and believe I really am good for you. My government is pharmaceutical. Well, when I'm in my most natural element, providing peace and healing, I'm known as Urban. See, my mama family, they was born on the periodic table. And my daddy people, they grow in red dirt, thick from the roots. See, them trees most stable. Just tell me what, how much you need, and where you want to meet, I got you. It's formally identified as medicine, so I'm accepted wherever I travel to. From the way that I taste it, the way that I smell, I come in many forms, boo. And when I'm needed to set the mood, my sugar daddy, he called me Little Blue. But you can call me weed, because I was designed to be wrapped in leaves. The fires of passion burning through me, but when I was found in the backseat protected by a baddie, they locked up my cousin's daddy. A little baddie, my cousin. She mixed with something, they call her white girl. Never confusing the two, she like to wear lace. She make your mind swirl, fucking up everything in her path, including your whole world. But Big Earl put a hit out on her handless, because she came up missing. Popped her sister in the club for fizzing, found them both at a house party, now my auntie, she mourning. Calling on my sister, begging her to plead the case because she went through the needle.
Scheme.
Doctor's orders. She's protected in dosages so little that even the judge consider her legal. Too much to handle when we all in the same room. But my uncle, see, he a big homie on the block. They call him Shroom. He can handle any situation and calm it down if you lay back and consume. Assume it's all a process with just a few stages, except for vaccines. See, he just a baby. He needs to go through a few more phases. But it's milling, texturizing, peeling, and coating for the rest of us. But we family. We try our best to stick together. We knocking out everybody, not giving up. Trying to survive because all this shit hurt. They keep calling the creative level. When everything else fails, the white coat, he come and ask for my remedies. Trying his best to duplicate my recipes, but you cannot build by trust by cloning, stealing, and legalizing my identity. Jealously, white coat, he learned a very valuable lesson. Because vaccine, he a premium. He need a lot more testing. Me, I'm fighting to be free and left the fuck alone because I'm surviving off adrenaline. I'm known as street medicine. Or in the hood, it's field good.
Go!
So that's somebody complained that I was too tall.
Tag me.
Long legs don't carry. Best attribute I got besides my eyes. Y'all. So, everybody say new shit.
New shit.
So I wrote this piece this morning so I can make y'all two promises. Either I'm gonna get through this piece or I'm gonna give y'all something I can.
Okay.
All right, so this piece is called The Offer. If you were invited to be a slave, would you accept the offer? Smile like it's an honor, while expected to acknowledge and respect the owner, your owner. Like slavery, I've become a slave to this poetry because promoters keep putting me on stage like a monkey without paying me, but expecting me to attract a crowd and
Feel that! I feel that! Off that shit! Off that shit!
Hold up, before the win slam pay poets though. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start from the top, but this piece,
Do that!
this piece is dedicated to poets. I mean, this is something we talk
Come
about
on.
a lot.
Speak my soul in.
We don't get paid a lot for what we do, but this is our heart. So I'm gonna take it from the top. Let's take it from the top. If you were invited to be a slave, would you accept the offer? Smile like it's an honor, while being expected to acknowledge and respect the owner, your owner. Like slavery, I've become a slave to this poetry because promoters keep putting me on stage like a monkey without paying me, but expecting me to attract and entertain the crowd. With words so profound that it make MVP stand up and say, talk your shit, poet!
Talk your shit, poet!
Yeah, she get loud. While the owner, slave owner, my slave owner rapes me repeatedly. I am an inside out smile because I know he needs me to work like hypocrisy.
Oh!
Or that's my shit now, like comfy. But instead I'm dropping knowledge and passing out freedom like I'm Oprah Winfrey. You get fucked. you get fucked. And you get fucked. Are you a poet? Yeah, you get fucked too. Because I'm crazy. I'm dumb if you think that I didn't learn how to apply pressure on this mic like Tierra Nicole.
Damn.
Because I must be a prostitute to get compensated for my services as if I'm not already up here bearing my soul.
Wow!
And before RV found me, I wasn't a slam poet, truth be told. And no matter how old, like amazing, I'm a problem.
Damn.
But I think it's about time that we solve them because that fuck came with no lube and no condom. And before I leap into the next quantum, I just want to say that I can relate to Sherry Hall because I'm motherfucking tired. And though I don't do this for a dime or a dollar, my time is far more worth than a few finger snaps, hand claps, and the false hope of blue collars. I'd call you a liar, but that's something that my granny Fady Mae would have slapped me for, and nothing less.
Nothing less.
And I'm pressed, because my pen was never yours to oppress, so I'm stressed. I'm a survivor. I'm sparking my flame to release my high on the way to the car, because another day went by when I didn't get compensated for another stanza, a line, or metaphor. So what the fuck am I doing this for?
Hey! Come on now.
But I didn't ask for this. And like slavery, I've just become a slave to poetry and unknowingly I accepted the offer.